Hey, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. We're at the end of another week here. I just want to touch briefly on the discussion boards from last week and kind of go over and give you a brief synopsis of my thoughts on that. I thought that your discussion boards, you had two of them, 4 and 5, and I thought they're pretty well done. I think you guys are really improving there. And if you notice under the announcements, which you should be checking often, because if I'm posting something on the announcements, that means it's probably pretty important. So I posted the discussion, the rubric for the discussion boards, and I hope that clears up any questions that you might have about that and clarifies exactly how we go about that. But on discussion board number 4, the argument of character, I always like this because I think it gives us an opportunity to see just how advertising companies go about using the spokespersons that they do. And they're advertising companies, their job is not to produce advertisements that are funny or entertaining. And although we learn that they do evoke emotion and they use that emotion. However, you're not going to see because these companies who are advertising, their number one goal is to sell products. It's not to entertain, it is to sell products. And so, naturally, they're going to use characters or spokespersons in their ads that have a positive public image. And that's why we say, would you buy a ballpoint pen from somebody, or would you buy a surfboard from this guy? And I wanted to get you thinking about that and how that's used and how they shape our public opinion is shaped and how it affects each and every one of us as well. So I always like that assignment on the argument of character. I thought there were some really good threads there. Peyton brought up the tattoo. That seemed to hit a sweet spot. There was a lot of good discussion there. Micah took a different twist there and used not a person, but a technology with the Alexa. And I thought that was very creative to do that. Savannah had a very nice thread on her Miley Cyrus post, and that seemed to evoke a lot of feelings about that too. I thought William was particularly interesting as well, as he brought up the idea of Muslims and how we might stereotype and look at that. And we've already been through that earlier, but that's extremely important as we become more and more diverse in our country and throughout the world. So. And then Brennan, I thought, did a very good job and had a really, really good thread there. As far as discussion board number 5 goes, that is your pre-writing, and it's part of the process that is for your roadmap that leads up to writing your essay, and that's going to be due in a couple of weeks. Now, for Unit 5, I've opened that up today. If you notice, you're going to have 2 weeks to do this assignment for Unit 5. Pre-writing is part of the process, like I said, that helps us start forming the argument that we're going to finally present. Now, everybody doesn't use pre-writing, but I wanted you to see the importance of it, because if you haven't been, and you can see how you're starting to mold and put this together as you begin to formulate your argument. So I think it's really, really helpful to do a pre-writing. It's a precursor to the rough draft, which you will be submitting as well this week. And so I'll be really interested in seeing that. I thought the discussion board 5, Caden did a really, really good job. He evoked a lot of responses there, as did Josiah. I thought Jasmine's responses this week were particularly excellent, and you guys are really getting a lot better there as far as producing substantive and thoughtful responses according to the rubric. William, once again, dude, it was a great post that you did there, and you led off a really good long discussion board that was outstanding. And then I thought Brennan was particularly, his responses were good, and that's great to see. Okay, so moving along here, Unit 5, like I said, this is going to it's going to give you 2 weeks to complete this unit. In this unit, you're going to have a peer review, and I'm going to be doing a video later, early next week, that's going to touch exactly on the importance of peer review and how we're going to go about doing that. If you notice, the discussion boards are normally due on Wednesday. I've extended that a couple of days because you're going to have to be doing a lot of reading and then doing the review for the assignment. So I've extended that till Friday, and then you will have a chance to read the peer reviews, make the necessary corrections and edits on your essay, and then submit that by Friday the 23rd. So you guys are doing well. Keep doing what you're doing. If you got any problems, any questions, concerns, give me a call. You got this. Right on. See you soon. Have a great weekend. Bye.